Welcome back to Just 2 Review. Look at that clean ass shirt.
The show where we barely review.
And speaking of barely reviewing, one thing that we don't barely do is light the set. Because I don't know if you can tell, we've got quite a lighting upgrade going on here.
Yeah, we got the sun in here now.
We're committed to bringing good content.
And because we're making all kinds of money.
We have 90 subs. We're basically rich. We're YouTube stars. I can't even go to the grocery store without being recognized. But today, we have every pizza lover's dream. Now, Pizza Hut sells a thin crust pizza, like on their menu.
I only eat Pizza Hut, but I only order the same thing every single
Stuffed
time.
crust?
Hut's favorite.
Oh, no. I'm a fan of a thin crust pizza. Pizza Hut has a thin crust on their menu, but apparently they have the Edge thin crust. It's like a special promotion that they're running. So we're gonna put it to the test against the traditional tried and true Domino's thin crust. Okay. Have you had Domino's thin crust?
No, I've never had any. I've had thin crust, but never from like the major corporate companies like Pizza Hut or Domino's.
Thin crust is actually my go-to. And specifically, I like Domino's thin crust. When I was a kid and I ordered pizza, Domino's thin crust. Were you weren't a Domino's kid, right?
Papa John's my entire life.
Everybody I know.
Until like a year ago, I made the transition to only Pizza. Domino's was never in my life.
See, I like, this is gonna be controversial. Papa John's is my least favorite fast food pizza.
Everybody hated on Domino's. Like,
I don't get that.
There were like the commercials about how their pizza was trash and they had to like recorrect the business. You don't remember that?
I'm a fan. Like when I was a kid, Domino's was my number one. And I really like their cheesy bread. That shit's really good. You ever had their cheesy bread?
No. I always get breadsticks.
Breadsticks suck. The cheesy bread Domino's is really good. Today isn't about the cheese bread or the breadsticks though.
No.
Is the Pizza Hut Edge crust, as they call it, I believe. You know what? Let me make sure I'm getting that right before I start spouting off the middle of the top. So everybody says the Edge. So it's just called the Edge.
The Edge.
Like the edge of what? What does that mean? Another disclaimer, these pizzas were purchased probably about an hour ago. They're supposed to be thin and crispy. I question how crispy they'll be. That looks pretty good.
This looks crispy.
It does. Let's do the Domino's first. We're gonna go ahead and try that first. Just because this is the one that already existed, so this will be the control.
Oh, in case y'all didn't know, where pizza earned its crust.
What does that even mean?
Nobody knows.
What is it trying to find? What was it?
The Noid?
The Noid?
The Noid.
If anyone knows what that's about. Okay, this piece is eyeing me.
You just went for the... Bro, that's not even pizza. That's like, I don't know.
Very thin.
So thin.
Domino's first, thin crust. I'm really excited to eat this because this is just like my childhood. It's kind of cold. Pretty basic. Still pretty crispy, all things considered. If it was hot, it would be way more crispy, but you know what the nice thing about this pizza is?
I like my pizza cold.
You can eat the whole thing in one sitting.
I'm not getting my money's worth.
I like it because of less carbs, and if I have toppings on it, I can eat like more protein. I'm gonna get one more piece just as a, further study, a little bit more data.
I got 2 more pieces.
Oh man, you know what you gotta do? Make a sandwich out of them.
Yeah.
That's a cheat code right there.
Wild over here.
This is like, if I went somewhere and I was like, give me a basic thin crust pizza that's crispy. This is what I would expect. Nothing extravagant. That Pizza Hut one looked like it had some seasonings and maybe some oils or something on it. This one is as simple as you can get. You know what you're getting. Nothing surprising.
This is like the middle. Get it not on the edge, but like in the middle, like in the meat.
This is the McDonald's of thin crust pizza. And that's not an insult. What would you rate that pizza? This is unrelated to the video. 1 to 10.
A 6 or a 7.
I think it's a 6 all day. It's a 6 of a pizza. I'm really interested to see how this Pizza Hut's gonna perform. First of all, a totally different looking pizza.
This looks like super.
They really went. So there's like a garlic sauce, something they've like put on it. I'm excited to dig into this. I feel like to me, oh man. Okay, this is a bad sign.
-1 point, bro.
It's a bad sign because it's not wanting to come apart. It's funny they went with the square cuts, by the way.
I have a problem with this.
Basil?
This tastes very good.
Is it as good as the Domino's?
It's not cheese pizza though. Like that's a cheese pizza taste. This doesn't taste like cheese pizza.
This is a specialty pizza.
Uh-huh.
This has got like a garlicky basil sauce, probably buttery, that they've drizzled on it. To me, that basil flavor is pretty strong. Not
It's
a bad
on the
thing.
edge.
It is edgy. This is your rebellious teenager pizza.
I feel like I'm about to fall off right now.
Don't fall off. Stay back, please. Don't jump. I gotta try to be clear-headed because that Domino's is nostalgic to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the Domino's better. But this has a nice flavor too.
This is something, you know what this is? I'm at a fancy like artisan pizza place. I just mean comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
If I'm like, this is your McDonald's. This is like a fancier type of, in terms of the taste flavor profile they're going for. It's definitely still, this is not like fantastic pizza. It's fucking Pizza Hut. It's crispy, but I think the Domino's is crispier. You don't think so?
They're the same.
Now, does this massive hair in the corner of the box change our opinion on this at all?
Yeah, well, well, at least it's not on the pizza.
It's not on the pizza. I am gonna attempt a surgical removal. Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Is that a hair for sure?
Oh, it's 100% a hair. I'm gonna say they don't lose points for that because they can't control that pizza. That's the worker's fault.
Let me try one more Domino's.
Yeah, let's try one more piece of Domino's.
This looks so simple and nice.
This does. One more Domino's to... I think this is a little crispier.
Probably right.
That's where I'm at. The Pizza Hut Edge is a good pizza. It's not bad at all. They've basically mimicked the crust to a T. Very similar crust. And it doesn't taste bad. But, personally, I think the Domino's pizza is a little bit better. I think it's a bit more of what I want in a thin crust pizza. The Pizza Hut sort of doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna say the Domino's is better. However, the Pizza Hut is still a good option. That's where I'm coming from. The Pizza Hut, I'm gonna say you did a thumbs up on the edge. It's a good pizza. I could do without all the flavor. I didn't customize it at all. I just ordered a cheese pizza. I don't know if maybe that's an option on there to do without like the basil butter drizzle or whatever. I'm going with the Domino's, but again, you can't go wrong with either of them in my opinion.
I'm doing the same.
You agree? But it's close. It's not. This is not like a Domino's wiping the floor. I think that Pizza Hut's probably trying to mimic it slightly in some ways, in terms of their crust, and I think they've done it. I mean, they've nailed it. It's a little bit too different for my liking. But I'm going with the Domino's, man. So we're both on the Domino's
I
side.
think it happens a lot though. Companies like target segments that other companies specialize in.
100%.
Like Burger King with the Big King,
Yeah,
targeting the Big Mac.
100%. I mean, you can't blame them, and they did a good job, really.
Burger King or Pizza Hut?
I don't know anything about the Big King, bro. What's going on over there? I try not to. Every time I go to Burger King, I have a terrible experience. All right, man. We're going with Domino's. But you know what? You make whatever pizza decision you want. But before you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.